Hey there, Nathan here again with Better Mind and Better Soul. In my last video I talked about when you're the person with insecurities, what you should and shouldn't do, how to get your ex back, and solutions to fix it. I was already asked today, just after posting that video, what if I'm not the one with insecurity issues? What if it's my partner? If it's my friend, it's a family member? I don't know if I'm making it worse or better. Well, I'll ask you this. Are you helping the situation? Are you answering questions? Or are you giving false hopes? Insecurity is no easy issue to deal with, as we talked about in the last video. Especially if you're on the other end and your partner's blaming you or your friend's blaming you for whatever instead of their own actions. It's hard to be on the receiving end of those emotions. Insecure behavior lies along a broad spectrum, mild, peevish, full-blown panic attacks. If your partner falls onto that scale, professional help is probably in order. But if you're dealing with insecurities that are merely annoying, here are some questions to ask yourself. Question 1. Am I a part of the problem? It never hurts to actually examine your own behavior in search of emotional landmines that you may be unwittingly placing in your partner's path. People who don't struggle with insecurity are often unaware on how little it takes to trigger an avalanche of doubt in who or who does, may inadvertently make things worse throughout the words and actions. You may ask yourself, what can I do to help? Many people respond to jealousy or neediness in a partner by expecting them to simply get over it. They need to change. When your partner has these insecurities, that's not the route to go. The right approach, that's uncharitable, and it isn't practical either. Insecurities are usually fueled by painful memories that are untouched by efforts by pride or shame to put them to silence. Self-examination is the necessary medicine, not self-discipline. You can be a part of the solution by patiently creating the safest possible setting with the real healing that can occur, or you can definitely be the enemy by trying to make them do it on their own. It's no easy process to go through. Start by over-communicating with him or her. When an insecure person is forced to fill in the blanks, his or her assumptions are likely to be dominated by worry and doubt. Do your best to preempt and try to reflex. Be generous with your affection. As medical research has demonstrated for years, the power of touch is a tremendous aid in healing all sorts of wounds, physical and emotional. Be conscious about following through with promises and meeting your partner's reasonable expectations. Sometimes an insecure partner has unreasonable expectations in which you should maintain your own boundaries, but they usually aren't that significant for you to give in with. Keeping your word is great practice in any relationship, even more so when you do with your partner's extra assurance. What part of my partner's insecurity is tolerable? Maybe another question. As the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In many cases, you may simply shrug off a little insecure behavior and purposely decide to live with it. That won't prevent you from encouraging your partner to address the underlying issues, but in the meantime, it didn't need to dominate your relationship. It's tolerable as you can help your partner to find what the whole issue really is and fix the insecurity so you can be happy. What part is tolerable? Sometimes insecure behavior can be so easily accepted or ignored because it imposes unreasonable expectations upon you. It helps to give careful thought to exactly what is and how much you will or will not deal with and where you can lay the boundary lines. Make a list of specifics or talk to him or her so you both have an understanding. That way, if the time comes to insist on meaningful change in the relationship, you know exactly where you should lie and shouldn't. Is this likely to change? Is insecurity always going to be a problem? Could be a question. Does your partner seem capable of growth in this area? Are they willing to invest the necessary time and effort for true healing? If so, then it's possibly a big investment worth making. If you conclude that he or she is likely to remain mired in insecurity, and no matter what you do by changing or being there for him, that's just a recipe for rational suffocation and a slow death. Be prepared to move on sooner than later. You usually find this out in the beginning of the relationship if they're going to do that or not. The longer you linger, the more difficult decision to leave or fix is going to be. With this being said, insecurity is an issue with somebody that needs to be fixed and brought out. Anybody worth being with that has an issue can change this issue and be the person you care about as long as they stay by their side and you help them. Feeling this way isn't easy, but as long as you're there with them, they can make it through anything. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment, message me, subscribe to my new channel. I'll have new videos all the time. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. If not, thank you for watching. Bye.